Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've never been here before. If you don't know me, really quickly, my name is JD Savage. I'm a six-figure affiliate marketer, and I teach people to make money online here on my channel at Imperfect Millionaires. So I'm not going to go into a whole lot more detail. If you want to know what I do, I create series here, and I give that information away for free, and I teach people to make money with specific platforms. I don't sell you a course. I'm not a guru. I don't want to be a guru. I don't pretend to be a guru. I'm just a guy on YouTube who has been a coach and a consultant for almost 30 years now. I like people, and I want to help people. So if you want to know more about that, go check out one of these series here. They're based on specific platforms. They show you how to copy paste exactly what I did to make money and what I did to lose some money in some instances so that you can avoid those mistakes. But enough on that. So if you're back to the channel, like I said, welcome back. If you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, tick the bell icon so you're notified when any new videos are released, and make sure to drop me a like on this video. It helps the algorithm, and my attempt is to build this channel and reach as many people as I can. So far, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. This channel isn't that old. But what we're going to be talking about today specifically, so for those of you that don't know me, I talk to a lot of people and I field a lot of questions and I work with a lot of new affiliates. And one of the things that I run into consistently is people come to affiliate marketing and they're all excited and they have kind of unrealistic expectations sometimes, right? Like maybe their entire life they've never made more than 50,000, 100,000, 30,000, whatever. It doesn't really matter what the number is, but the inclination that they have is based on everything they've seen on affiliate marketing and all the guru promises and all the nonsense and all the guru voodoo that's out there floating around on the internet, that they're going to be rich in the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days. I'm here to talk about what actually needs to happen and what you need to do. And there's really three things that if you do these three things, you will succeed, period, bar none. And I'll tell you what those three things are, and I'm going to kind of elaborate on them and break them down, okay? So first thing is work on yourself. Okay, so if you just felt a feeling inside yourself that it's like, well, oh, here it comes. Or read and the affirmations and blah, blah, blah. Look, however you choose to do it is how you choose to do it. But number one is work on yourself. And if you stick with this video, I'm going to explain exactly what I mean. It's not nearly as painful as it sounds. Okay. The next thing is create content, right? These aren't magic bullets here. They are actually for results. But so many people get confused as, well, I've told this and I saw that and I saw this guy and this guy said that. It's so easy. Just do it. No. Listen to me, please hear me. Bottom line, work on yourself, create content, and follow up. If you do those three things, then you will win, guaranteed, right? This is a game of attrition, right? There is not that much competition out here. Well, there's so many affiliate marketers. Yeah, most of them never do anything. That's the truth. And for those of you that upsets, I apologize. If you're one of those affiliate marketers that's been an affiliate marketer for a long time and you haven't gotten where you want to be, please listen to me. It's got nothing to do with people say, well, there's people that are smarter than me. Trust me, that's not it. I mean, I know some people that they're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I guess that's not polite to say, but guess what? They're not. And you know what they do? They're stubborn. They just will not give up. I don't consider myself the sharpest knife in the drawer personally. And guess what? I just don't give up. That's the bottom line. Those three things I shared with you, that's what I do. So, okay, let's break it down. Work on yourself. What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is, if you have a habit pattern that just doesn't suit what you want to accomplish, you're never going to accomplish it. Period. That's it. I mean, there's all kinds of sayings out there, and I guess I don't need to bring up any cliches, but bottom line, think logically for a moment. If what you want to do is you want to be wealthy, but you don't have wealthy habits, what are your odds? Pretty low, right? I understand that. And I want to be clear. I'm not here to pick on anybody. I know life happens. I know life's busy. But here's what I got to say. You have to work on yourself. So what are you doing? Well, you're here watching a video like this, so it tells me that you're seeking. And if you're seeking, you will find, provided you continue to seek, right? Again, don't need the cliche sayings. You know what I'm talking about. Bottom line, keep seeking. If affiliate marketing is what you're going to pursue, then become knowledgeable on it. Learn about it. What are the statistics? What happens? How come people succeed? How come people fail? Right? That's why I make videos like this. I've often been criticized sometimes, like, well, really, why are you making mindset videos? Well, for those of you that don't know, I mentioned it many times. I've been a mindset and life strategies coach almost 30 years now. That's why. And I also understand without these principles, without this kind of conversation, without these things being established for people, you can want all you want to, and it's never going to happen with a bad set of habits. So what do you got to do? You have to work on you. I say daily, personally. Does it have to be some big thing? No. I mean, throw on a podcast on your way to work. Just open your mind to new concepts, new thoughts, new processes, a new way to be, in other words, right? A new way to think, really, is what I'm trying to say, because that's where it starts, right? So I won't go too deep into that. But really, because we could really break that down, and I could spend the next 5 hours talking to you about that, and that's not what you want here. I'm going to keep this video shorter than that, I promise, so stick with me. So, okay, the thought process. All of those things. Work on yourself. Am I saying just make false expectations and just smile at the mirror and tell yourself you're wonderful, and even though you're not really doing anything to advance your future? Absolutely not. That's a complete waste of time. It's silly. Your subconscious mind doesn't believe it. I won't go into all that. I'm not saying affirmations are bad. I'm saying that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying practically go to work, learn about what it is that you're trying to do, learn about mindset, learn about state management, learn about those things. If you have to give yourself 10 minutes a day, or if what you can do is to and from work and you're playing something in the car, cool. If you want to read, if you're not a reader, that's fine too. Okay. I mean, there's audiobooks all over the planet now, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that don't read anymore. There's services that will take keynotes on a book and break it down to where that book's really short and you're not listening to the whole thing. There is no shortage of availability of knowledge. There's a shortage of a willingness to go find that knowledge consistently. So I guess I should mention, one of the reason that I bring you these three things is I've literally worked with thousands of affiliates now at this point in my life, and salespeople and various other types of industry. But guess what? The people that succeed massively, these are the three things that they do at its core. Are there subcategories of this? Yes, we won't really go into those here, but I want you to understand these three things. Okay, now let's just say the next one, create content. What am I talking about? Everybody underestimates the volume of content that it's going to take, right? Everybody's like, oh, it's the algorithm, the algorithm, the algorithm. You're right, it is. But it takes a massive volume of content, right? Yeah, well, I made a video a week ago. No. If you want massive success, you have to take massive action. So guess what? You got to learn to process that. So you could really say, create content, work on your business, work on yourself. That could be number two, whatever you want to call it. Bottom line is, I'm not talking about sitting and looking at a computer and reading something and not taking action. I want to be crystal clear on that. Create content. And I think it goes without saying, but I'm going to clarify it. You got to post that content, obviously, right? Because why did I say that? Well, because I get comments on videos like this, like, well, if you just create content, you don't post it. Well, yeah, obviously, right? I agree with that completely. I think it goes without saying, but here we go. Post the content. Get it out there. Is it perfect? I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. Create content, put it out there, 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 put it out there. That's the bottom line. Now, number three, follow up. Why am I saying that? Well, because a lot of people will get months down the road and hear from people who are like, yeah, I generated all these clicks and all these leads and I just didn't get as many, sales as I wanted. Okay. Well, what's your follow-up plan? That's always my first question. What do you mean? Well, okay. And some of you are watching this, you're like, that's ridiculous. I mean, can't imagine that people don't follow up. Right. Well, some do once, twice, and then they're like, well, they just weren't interested. No, that's not how that works. If you learn to properly build and filter an email list and you can automate things, then guess what? You follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. There's an old saying in sales that says, gonna follow up until they buy or die, right? Not a super nice saying, but it's effective. What does that mean? It just means that you're going to continue to follow up in a drip sequence, whether that's daily, weekly, whatever you want to do. I've got email lists that get followed up with, daily. I've got email lists that get followed up with every 3 days. I've got email lists that don't get followed up, but every 2 weeks. And that's a filtration system, right? Just kind of filtering them out, filtering them out, filtering them out. And then eventually they get removed from the email list, maybe, right? I mean, there's I can't really go into that in this video because it's too short of a video and I don't want to make it that long. But now, so let's go to the very end. People say, well, hey, what if there is no follow-up? I got an answer for you. You didn't create enough content. Well, okay, well, what if I didn't create enough content? Well, you didn't work on yourself. So if you work on yourself, you will create enough content. If you create enough content, you will have follow-up. If you don't have follow-up, you need to create content. If you're afraid to create content or nervous about it for some reason, or you're finding yourself making excuses and things are getting in your way and you're not getting it done, then you need to work on yourself. You understand? Those three things are the core of it. Are, like I said, are there subcategories? And, a lot of people could comment on this video, well, hey, man, you didn't mention this and you didn't mention that. And my life's different. You don't understand. I've got 3 kids. I understand. I completely understand. I completely understand. On that note, actually, I'm going to be doing a follow-up video. I did a video just recently about my daughter's business, and actually like a day or 2 later, it was crazy. It just went, it went up pretty good. So I'll follow up with that one, more details for those of you that are interested. But these are the 3 core elements. Sorry, that was a little side note. These are the 3 core elements that you really need to get firmly planted in your mind. And the reason I'm making this video is because there's so many false promises. There's so many nonsensical versions of what it takes. Okay. These 3 things are what it takes. Yes, there's subcategories. Yes, there's life. Yes, there's work. Yes, there's kids. Yes, there's problems and, all of the things. I get that. But guess what? Bottom line, you got to do these 3 things. If you don't, your odds are extremely low that you're going to get where you want to go. That's just it. Back to 1. Let's just take that, the work on yourself thing. I get a lot of resistance on that, right? That's why I make these type of videos, because we can really just break it down. I said I would tell you a little bit more about what I was talking about. What am I talking about? I'm not saying, like I said, standing in front of the mirror and all the old corny stuff and all that. No, specifically start researching mindset, Start researching how to control when you do, you can make a game plan so that when you do find yourself wanting to not do what you said you were going to do, what are you going to do to hold yourself accountable? Those are the things that are important, right? Again, I'm not talking about philosophical, whimsical practices. I'm just not into those. And if you are, I'm not trying to be insulting at all. Listen, that's cool. If it works for you, it works for you. It just doesn't work for me. My logical brain kicks in and goes, oh, come on. I don't believe that. I've tried it, and I just feel corny. It just doesn't work for me. Now, do I think affirmations are cool? Absolutely. Do I think they work? Absolutely. So again, I'm not here to tell you exactly how to do that or how you should do it, because who am I to tell you exactly what you should do and what works for your mind? I don't know that, but I know that the world's full of information, right? The world is full of information. So if you choose to do so, there is without question a way for you to succeed. But I guess maybe that should be at the beginning. You got to make the decision that you're going to do whatever it takes, right? You're going to do whatever it takes. Because here's what I can tell you. After training thousands and thousands of salespeople, whether you label them affiliates or salespeople or whatever you want to call them, it's kind of all the same thing. Bottom line is this. They were willing to do whatever it took to get where they wanted to go, despite whether they felt like it, despite whether it was late, despite whether they had to work after work, despite whether they had to give up some weekends. They did what it took to get where they wanted to go. Bottom line. They did today what most people won't, so they can have tomorrow what most people don't. I don't remember who said that or I would credit it for them, but it's kind of a corny little rhyme there. I like it. It runs through my mind a lot. Right? As I'm sitting in my office sometimes and I'm considering, I'd rather be going and doing this, right? It's becoming summertime now. I live in California. It's awesome. The weather's starting to be great. The river's starting to look appealing. I like to hike. I like to do those things. And I do those things. But my mind tells me, well, you're doing good. Just don't worry about it. You'll be okay. You can catch it tomorrow. No, that's not the answer. That's not what got me where I am by putting it off till tomorrow. And it won't get you where you want to go either. So I'm trying to resist and trying not to come across preachy on this, guys. If I did it all, not my intention, right? I don't think I'm a guru. I'm not the be all end all. I'm sharing with you practical knowledge that I've gained over the last 30 years of working with people and working with myself and helping people accomplish what it is that they want to accomplish in their life. Okay. So I'll probably end it there. Listen, if you guys have anything that you want me to create a video on, that's where these videos come from. And, basically what I mean by that is, I get a lot of questions about this. And I also see, like I said in the beginning, there's a lot of attrition in affiliate marketing, meaning there's a lot of people that come and go. They come in with big dreams and big hopes and big wishes, and then they just fade away. They're not gone here today, gone tomorrow, but they're here today, gone in 30 days, gone in 60 days, right? And then they're going, oh, it's a scam. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. No, it works. It works beautifully. I outline series where I've created a lot of money and I show you exactly what to do with the platform. But guess what? There are people, and it's not just these, it's all platforms, all sales really, right? Because it's really a shift in mindset when you go into sales. It's no longer like whatever you earn, you earn. And I've heard people say, well, I did some research on this and it sounds like I think it's a scam, right? There's people that did it and they didn't make any money. Because they didn't work on themselves. They didn't create content or enough content. Maybe they created 5, 6, 10, 12 videos. I'm going to say something that maybe will upset some people, but it's bluntly honest. Look, your best practice is to do these 3 things I'm sharing with you. Go to work and don't even look for results for 3 months. You'll get them and you're going to get some results. But the major floodgate unleashing of hailstorm of sales that you want to accomplish, don't even look for those for 3 months, maybe 4 months. I have a question. I'm considering doing a challenge. Maybe let's call it a 120-day challenge. Because here's what I do know. If people do what I'm talking about, and I mean take massive action, and put out the content, I can show everybody short ways, quick ways to get that done. But you will get results and you will get massive results. You won't get them in 30 days. I know that. You might not get them in 90 days. Hell, I say 120 days, it might take 127. Look, there's no predicting that because it's different for everybody, right? So when you see people on the internet like, oh, well, I guarantee you within 20 days, you're going to be, no, they can't, right? Or I'll do it for you. I'll do everything for you. Like, come on. I mean, that's garbage. That's just crap, guys. It doesn't fly. All right. I said I was going to end the video. Sorry. I'm very passionate about this topic. I don't like it when people are given false promises and they can't be delivered on. But what I started to say is I'm considering doing a challenge coming up here. You got any interest in that? Let me know. If there's enough people interested in it, I'll put something together and we'll rock on with it. Maybe kind of like a Zoom touch-in thing, accountability thing. I don't know. Just an idea. Let me know if you have any interest and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, guys, my phone number is right below all of my videos. If you want to talk to me, reach out. I'm here to talk to you. See you in the next one.